Hello DC fans, DCU right here. Today's DC news. First, we have a great news for Blue Beetle fans. Solo Mari Durania confirms the Blue Beetle series may return in 2026.
I gotta say, it's a crime we haven't seen you as Blue Beetle in as long as it's been.
Man, arrest me. I'm ready to come back. We're hitting hard this animated project. Hoping to get this kind of settled out this year to show everyone next year. You know.
Have you talked to Gunn at all about like, all right, animated's great, this is gonna be awesome, but when am I gonna put the suit on for real though?
Look, he's got his hands in his kitchen. I don't want to walk in while the chef is doing his thing, but I could say once they're finished with this 3-course meal, they're ready. I have no reason to believe the dude's lying. Like whatever, we're adults. Whatever, like say whatever you want to say. Like I'm just happy to have done this first one, and shit, I'll continue spreading the word about that while we get the second one drafted up. You know,
especially with Blue Beetle. Absolutely. It's one of those superhero films. My dad does not like superhero films, but every time it's on Max, he stops and watches it because it's so good, and he's so happy to see you and what you did on that role. Are we hoping that, I know James Gunn has been saying that you're a part of this new DC.
Yeah.
Is that still like?
Yeah. So we're working on this animated show that'll be like a 1.5 that'll continue the Blue Beetle story and that world through the animated world. And everyone's going to get to come back to do their voices for that. We're going to get back Nana. We're going to get back everyone. So, after that, and after we see what the heck, the live action slate looks like over at DC, I'd be so pleased, so happy to do a Blue Beetle 2 whenever. I know that Angel and Garrett, we were, before even filming the first one, we had a trilogy in mind, so we're ready to take it there.
Yeah, and I hope so, because that for a lot of Latino kids, especially the kids that I was around in East LA, loved it.
Yeah, dude.
Loved the fact to see themselves on screen and see you on screen.
That is the biggest honor, and I think that getting to be in the theater, it put what you're saying totally into words. Getting to see kids that grew up in neighborhoods that I grew up in, fucking seeing themselves up on screen, it was very powerful.
Did he just mention everyone is coming back? I guess we will see the entire Blue Beetle cast in DCU.
They don't get out much.
Burger?
Okay, I don't think it's a burger.
You haven't looked?
What the hell is that?
Lanterns will begin filming next week. So excited. I love to see some production photos, but not too much, but just a little bit, because I'm very curious. I wonder how Green Lantern's suit will look like. Waller Series will go into production this fall. We haven't heard any details about this series. Only thing is Steve Agee and Daniel Brooks will be in it. Crystal Henry and Jeremy Carver are the writers of this show. I guess they already finished the script. It is about Amanda Waller assembles a highly skilled team to undertake dangerous missions. I just can't wait to see it.
Amanda Waller.
What the fuck?
Here's a comment from Tyler Hacklin on James Gunn's Superman. I've always been excited about whenever the day comes to pass the baton. I think they are great. I'm a huge Guardians of the Galaxy fan, so I can't wait to see what James has done with it.
Friend.
This scene reminded me of a Dan Morris Action Comics #1 Golden Age facsimile reprint cover. The Jurassic World Rebirth trailer just dropped, making July a highly competitive month for moviegoers. And how do we name this? Super Fantastic World? If you had to choose one, which movie would you like to watch? I would choose Superman. Here's a good observation from this guy's post. Inside Marvel said, Eternal is one of the best superhero films of all time. And Inside DC also said, Flash is one of the best super film of all time, and they failed miserably. And funny how this happened to both Marvel and DC, and he's asking, which film do you like to watch? I would say The Flash.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
David Dasmalchian says the Flying Joker is one of his greatest career dreams. He has done Suicide Squad with James Gunn. It is possible, but most likely Bill Skarsgård might get the job done, I think. I know this is not DC, but I am also X-Men fan. Marvel Studio X-Men film will reportedly begin filming next year, aiming for a 2027 release. Here's rumor cast for the upcoming X-Men movie. Sadie Sink for Stranger Things as Jean Grey, pretty good. Harris Dickinson as Scott Summers, I don't know about this one. Julia Butters as Kitty Pryde, not bad.
Who was with Falcone at the docks?
He wasn't right for that part in the way that Christian was. But the performance was incredible and everybody took huge notice of it.
Joe murdered my parents and they deserve...
Don't pretend you wanted to do this for them.
I then was able to go to the studio and ask to put him in as Crane, as Scarecrow in Batman Begins.